And welcome back to Prep Recruiting Insider, PRI, here at NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale, in the speed shop today with all these fine cars around. It is unbelievable. I'm the coach of PRI, Rick Gailey, here with the insider of PRI, Renee Nato, and it's our pleasure to have today the head coach of the Hahnville Tigers, Coach Dominic Saltaformaggio. Nick,
good job.
Welcome to PRI. Appreciate you being here with us today.
It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. Thank you.
Great. Second year at Hahnville. Very successful last year in getting things in that you wanted to get in, but there's always special challenges during the second year. In fact, it's my belief that the second year is harder than the first year. Talk about some of the special challenges that you've had to deal with.
Well, I think, the big thing is now that all the excitement's gone, it becomes a habit, it becomes work. And so to make that adjustment in the locker room, get those guys to understand that just because you were good last year doesn't mean you're going to be good this year. You have to take on a whole different personality, Coach. And for us, it's been extreme in a bunch of different ways. Our facility has just gotten completed, so we were for the longest time, almost a year, without a locker room. And I don't think people who are outside of football understand how important having a home is. And that locker room is where you create that atmosphere of, hey, we're together, we're all in this together. Coach might be hard, but he's working to get us to be successful. We didn't have any of that camaraderie. So that was a giant challenge. And then, just for me personally, figuring out the type of players we have at Hahnville doesn't necessarily lend itself to being successful in a system you may have run at another school. So we're going through all that kind of growing pain, and just really making them understand that every Friday night's a different Friday night, that everybody wants to take a piece of Hahnville with them home, and just to kind of create that, let's compete every single day, let's be great every single day, and Friday night is easy. That's the thing we're trying to build on. That's the most difficult part of year two.
Nick, in 32 years in coaching, and you've seen an awful lot. This can be a good team. We've talked a lot. I've been out to see you play and everything. And last week, 24-14 victory over Woodlawn, and you got a unique challenge this week against Patterson. Talk a little bit about how good can this team be, and what is the character of this team you have this year?
I think we're kind of getting ourselves to where I want them to be, and that is to be able to just be resilient and compete constantly. Early in the year, our scrimmage and then our jamboree game, I don't think we had that kind of mindset about us. I really felt like we were playing on last year's success. We were playing on the success of Hahnville in the past, and just trying to make the team understand that for us to be successful, it has nothing to do with what happened last year, and it has nothing to do with the fact that Hahnville has been great in football for forever. It has everything to do with what you want to do, what your singular accomplishment's going to be. And I think last week, the last 8 minutes of the game, we kind of caught our breath and started to realize that, if we're not going to compete every single down, everybody can beat us. And that's the way the schedule sets up. I mean, Woodlawn and Baton Rouge is a quality football team. They were in the state playoffs last year in 5A. They're a 4A team this year with some tremendous skilled kids. And Patterson, Patterson's got 2 kids who are Alabama commits. So, again, if we go out there and think, oh, this is Hahnville and we're a 5A school and we're playing Patterson, a 3A school, we're just going to roll our hats out there and win, we'll be in another battle. But if we do what we're supposed to do, compete every day at practice, compete on Friday night, stay true to the process, honor the play, keep the integrity of the defense intact, tackle, hold on to the ball. We're good enough to play all the way to December. When you get to December, it's where are you playing and who are you playing and the matchups you're playing and how healthy are you. But we're plenty good enough to get to December.
And every year, you have to maneuver your schemes, offensively, defensively, in the kicking game, to match up with your talent, but also what you learn about your players. You should know more about them this year than last year. Tell us about any changes or modifications that you've had to make in your systems.
Well, we got out of the double slot option, which was painful for me, Coach, because you win a state championship doing something, you think it's going to work everywhere. But the fact of the matter is it didn't give us the opportunity to get the ball to our better players. And at Hahnville, our better players are our running backs. Right. And we really have a special one who's only a sophomore, Anthony Williams. but you know, Norquell Flowers and Devontae Clark. We have a very powerful inside run kid. We call him a fullback, but he can also play tailback for us, and Drew Dunn. So we felt like those 4 guys couldn't all get the ball an equal amount of time. And then, to be honest with you, what was crazy is our linemen were really too big to run the offense. I mean, I'd never coached guys that are 280, 290 pounds, and we were having trouble getting our hips down, and you know, because everything in the option game is down blocking to the second level, and we were struggling to get to the second level. Our splits were getting too wide. So when spring ended and we came inside, I said, you know what, we have to find a way to get the ball to our 4 backs consistently, and we have to give our offensive linemen, who are big kids, an opportunity just to maybe zone step it or power step it and get their hands on the down guys and push them off the ball. So sure enough, last week against Woodlawn, we had a kid rush 11 times for 90 yards, 12 times for 60 yards, 8 times for 65 yards, and 7 times for 44 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the run game. So it was just the way we needed to go, and I'm happy with it. It is a process, and it's a painful one at times, but I think we're getting better at it as we go through the year.
You got a fan base unlike any other. And the facilities are expanding, and you got some great news coming soon.
Yeah, we're in our field house. It's not quite finished yet, but it went through a complete renovation, the field house. And then we're also almost to our new weight room and a new multi-purpose field that they're going to have attached to the weight room. Our booster club, really along with Dr. Keith Melanson, who'll be on in a little while, raised a substantial amount of money to buy brand new weights. We just ordered them. As a matter of fact, I got confirmation on the order today from Rogue Fitness. And so there are a lot of great things going on facility-wise. They put a brand new sprint turf field down. It really is. It's a great place to be. You know, I told Lester Ricard, if CJ is watching this, I hope he doesn't get too upset. I said, but Lester, when we play, there will be more people at the Destrehan Hahnville game than there were at any Tulane game you ever quarterbacked in your life. And really, it's been that way when we played Jesuit in the Jamboree. Our side was packed. Last week we went up to Woodlawn. Our side was packed. We had more people at in Woodlawn. Friday night for our home opener against Patterson, it'll be the same way.
That's Coach Nick Saltaformaggio of the Hahnville Tigers. Thank you again so much, Nick, for being here today and bringing Dr. Keith along with you and your players. Plenty more to come here on Prep Recruiting Insider, PRI, here at NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale. We'll be right back with some more Hahnville Tigers here on the first show of this year. We'll be right back after this.